Good afternoon, Changemaker, or should I say, buongiorno. As you watch this, I will have just arrived in Florence, Italy, so unfortunately I can't join you all today. However, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Anthony Ferry, and after several semesters here at Capilano, I have noticed there to be a problem with the way things currently exist on campus in regards to waste collection. Although the school is on the right track in key areas such as the cafeteria and outside the library, there are a vast number of other places around the campus where there is a very meager attempt at best to promote proper recycling practices. As my partner Kate here has just illustrated for you, where there are actually recycling bins, the small blue buckets that we are currently using are failing to collect the streams of waste properly. Every time I walk by these things, they're filled up with a random collection of junk. People are busy, and if it isn't absolutely clear to them where their waste is supposed to go, they'll just chuck it in the bin and be on their way. Once this happens, the custodians come along to collect the waste, and if they find bin after bin full of random junk, it's a pretty safe bet to say that they won't sort it. It'll get chucked right into the garbage despite everybody's best intentions. Now, the last few semesters there have been waste audits conducted for the school, and for those of you that don't know, a waste audit is where we save up a week's worth of the school's garbage and then sort through it to find out what makes up our waste stream. Everybody puts on these big white hazmat suits, and we all look like astronauts researching this big soppy mess of human waste, even though we're on our own planet. But anyways, it's very stinky, it's smelly, and it's really gross. But after going through 2 tons of garbage, there was literally only half a conventional garbage can full of waste that absolutely could not be recycled. Half a garbage can. It really opened my eyes to how much room there is for improvement and how effective recycling could be if it were only easier for people to sort their garbage without getting into a hazmat suit. The key, I think, is to make it easier for people to sort their trash at the point of disposal. So, this is what we want to do. As it stands, the conventional garbage can is an extremely boring piece of infrastructure that garners no real attention whatsoever. They blend into the background, they inspire no one to do anything differently. So we think the way to inspire people is by totally revamping all the collection bins, or well, as many as we can. As Kate will soon show you, my idea is for the receptacles' forms themselves to imitate the forms of what they will be collecting. Picture a giant Coke bottle, a giant coffee cup, a mailbox, and a compost bucket, all sitting on a small podium. And Kate will show you a sketch in a few moments. But first off, these new forms for the bin should really get people's attention. The Coke bottle is one of the most iconic forms out there, but anyways, where are you going to go and put a Coke bottle when you're faced with all these collection bins? Are you going to go stick it into a coffee cup? I don't really think so. You're going to put it in the one that represents it and hopefully get a little kick out of using this little recycling center. So I really have to mention coffee cups. Although we've made considerable progress in that many people now take a coffee tumbler along with them throughout their day, disposable coffee cups remain as one of the most prevalent items in the school's trash, and it just makes me cringe. Both the cups and the lids are completely recyclable, but hardly anyone takes the time to put a coffee cup into a paper recycling bin, and as it stands, there's nowhere to put the plastic lid. It is ridiculous that we are continuing to throw away something that is so easily recycled, and so these new bins will address this gaping hole in our waste collection, as they will have designated areas for both of these items and hopefully compost as well. However, Kate will show you another sketch I have of a slightly more practical solution that should help if my original vision for all these fancy forms can't quite be achieved. It involves simply building podiums for the existing rectangular blue recycling bins. These podiums can then be painted to symbolize their specific waste streams, but most importantly, they will include lids for these blue cans, because as they are now, they are completely wide open to catch whatever gets tossed into them. A proper slot for paper and a hole for drink containers should help to prevent this. Finally, after everything here is said and done, we hope to see some of these new collection facilities around campus by the start of fall semester, so that we will be able to measure our results with the next waste audit, which should be happening in the fall. Kate will tell you about our plans to try to get many more people from across the campus to join us in decorating the cans. So, that about sums up my end of the project. I hope you like it. In a moment, Kate will show you some of the sketches, and she will go on to tell you more about her end of things, which is the beautification of these new cans, and even some of the existing ones, by using one of the most simple and effective means possible, paint. However, we hope that many more people will join us in this, as I said before. So, I can't wait to get home and get started on all of this. But in the meantime, I am off to Italy to go study Renaissance art for a month. Tough life. I'm hoping I'll find some inspiration during my stay over there to bring back home to Capilano with me. So, Changemaker, I must bid you all arrivederci. I wish I could have been there to see everyone else's ideas. I guess I'll have to settle for the video recording, just like you do now. I wish everyone else good luck, and I'll see you all when I get back. Thank you very much.